Okay, good morning everyone. So today we will understand that how can we create or how can we add and modify the different type of structure element one by one. If you want to construct a building, if you want to construct a structure, then you can see the different types of element is there, which is by the combination of that elements, any type of structure is formed. Like for the building, you have different type of elements like beam, column, walls, roofs, floors. Okay, so these are the main elements. Then door, window, these are also the elements which is the created and in the structure. Okay, so one by one we will study and we will understand how can we form and how can we add this type of elements one by one in any structure. So let's start today's class with the adding and modify of the structure column in any type of buildings or structure. Okay, so last class we have already understand and we have learned and how can we create the different types of grid line. Okay, so actually my CAD work is in already, I have worked in the AutoCAD file in the metric units. Okay, so I am just changing the units of this window in a meters and millimeters. Okay, so for that either you can click the shortcut key, that is UN. So by the clicking the UN, you can go to the unit dimensions changing setting and you can change your dimension of your structure. Otherwise, we can also go to the manage. In the manage, there is a one keybar that's name is unit, project units. Okay, so in project tuning I will set everything in the actually I have already set. For that, what you have to do in the project unit window, there is a some time of discipline is there: common, structural, HVAC, electrical, piping, energy. Like in the common units like length, area, volume, slopes, this type of things are showing here. If you will click the structure, then this type of units you will see, like related to the structure element, force, weight, moment, all the things which will we can use for the analysis purpose. Okay, like that different types of discipline is there, or for that particular discipline different types of units are there. So here we are choosing the common. In common, for the every single units you have to change the format. Like for the length I am choosing the when you will click this tab, uh, another format window is opening. Here you can see the units in millimeters, decimal, feet, inches, decimeters, centimeter, meters and centimeters, but I am choosing here millimeter. Okay, and round off terms you can use, so I am choosing the 0 decimal place and unit symbol is Okay, so okay, if you will click on this bar, use digit grouping, then automatically this all the groups will set in the or if you are not choosing that uh, this digit group, then you have to individually change the units of the different types. You have to change the units for the different type of discipline. Okay, so I am choosing the or like you can see here millimeter, millimeter square, millimeter cube, kilogram per meter cube for the mass density, and meter per second for the speed. So like that I have already selected the units. Okay, then click in OK. By doing this, your all the units are changed into millimeters. Okay, so now okay, go to the levels. First I have to know that what type of levels is already generated. Okay, for this purpose I have means open the construction templates. Okay, construction template, because in the construction of any structural building I can add the structure elements also and I can add the architecture elements also. So it will be good that I will construct that menu, that is the construction template. Okay, so open the construction template. In the construction template we will work both in architecture also and structure also. Okay, so in the four plans you have different types of levels. Ceiling plans you have different type of levels. 3D views you have different types of level elevations. So just go to the elevations and I want to see that which type of levels I have created. Okay, so I can see that in the elevation bar there is a level 1 in the 0 meter. I'm changing the name of this as a ground floor. Okay. So the first, what I have choose is ground floor. Okay. Thereafter, this is the level two. Uh, actually, level two first floor की height देना चाहती हूँ मैं. So just change is level two first first floor, right? And also I want to change the height of this first floor, so I will give this to 3 3 meter. No, this is the height of first floor, and I also change the roof depth. So I'm changing the depth of roof up to 650. Okay, so like that I have created all the levels, and on the below of this ground floor there is a level 3 top of actually there is a merging of something, so I'm just changing the name of this last point. This layer is for the footing ka last level. This is the bottom of footing, this is the top of footing, and this is the basement slab's height. Okay, so I'm not changing this dimensions, I'm taking is whatever the dimensions already shown here. I'm just changing the superstructure's dimensions. Okay, so from here you can already created the all the levels. Then we have to create the columns. For that I am going to the plan view. Okay, so from the ground floor I want to create the columns. Okay, so go to the ground floor. Here is the ground floor. I want to create the grid lines. Just I am clicking the GR, that is a shortcut. By clicking shortcut, here is the modify bar is coming, and from there I can create the grid points. Okay, I'm creating the first grid point. Check this, uncheck this, and the name is 1. Okay, it's fine. Then up to distance of uh, 2000 mm. Good. you can see that how I can create the 16 numbers of grid line, which is in vertical direction, okay, which is in equidistant spacing, that are the distance between the two grids, it's 200, 2000 mm, that is equal to 2 meter. Okay, so the distance of the 2 meter, I have created this type of grid line. So the same thing I will repeat for this horizontal line. So I'm creating the grid lines here. You can use any type of commands, like you can draw the grid lines using the straight line, or you can use the copy command, and anything whatever you want to use for the making the grid lines, you can, we are using here, and we are making this such type of grid lines in horizontal direction also. So by clicking the straight line and copying these lines, I am already created this three type of lines. But as what we have used in the AutoCAD file, that using the different types of command, like the add array command, move command, copy command. So like that, the different type of commands we can use here also. So I'm just clicking this grid line. I'm using the array command. Okay, so I'm giving the 10 numbers. So I want to construct the 10 this type, the same time of items I have constructed 10 times. Okay, so I just give is a 10 number here. I'm clicking this grid point and give the direction of the copying the things, and I'm just giving the distance between the two grid lines, it is a 2000 mm, and clicking enter. By doing so, you can see that I can create such type of grid lines in the same array lines. Okay, so you can see that by using the array lines and giving the equidistance lines, I can click this, I can generate this type of grid lines. Okay, so it's good for us. We have already created the A to the N is 13 horizontal grid lines and 16 vertical grid lines. So this horizontal distance from this point A1 to point A16 is 30 meter, and this one A points to this, sorry, this 16A points to 16 N distance is 24 meter. So we can add some points also, because it's also on 24, so make it at the 30. So just create some time of grid lines also here. So now I have already created this type of grid lines, which is the equidistance from each other, and creating the square pattern, and the distance between the every grid lines is 2000 mm, is equal to 2 meter. Okay, so now I have to create some type of columns in this grid line. Okay, so we will create this type, we will create the grid lines from columns from this grid line. Okay, so work for that. We can go to the structure tab. In a structure tab, there is an option for column. Click on the column icon, or you can also click the CA, that is a shortcut for this. Okay, so when I will click this column, it's showing the kinds of columns, either vertical column or slanted column, and this is the load family from where I can take different types of columns. Okay, so I just click vertical column option, and in properties there's an option, different type of option to showing the columns. So I can check here. This is concrete rectangular column or W shaped column. Okay, so I just clicking the concrete rectangular column of size. This is the size in mm. Okay, so 12 cross 18 or 18, 24 or 24. So I'm just clicking this. Okay, in option bar, rotate after placement, depth, level, this type of things is given. Okay, so I have already told you the detail of this depth or height. If मैं अभी कौन से लेवल पे हूँ, ग्राउंड फ्लोर पे. I want to put my column in the ground floor, and I want to go to the upward side. Then I will click the height and ground floor. Okay, जैसे ही आपने किया, what it's showing, top constraint is invalid for the level, because because I'm working in the ground floor. I'm working at the ground floor. So if I'm clicking at the height, I have to choose the another floor. So from the ground floor, I want to go to the roof. Okay. So now, if I will place my column anywhere, like suppose I'm putting at this point. Okay. You can see that I have already put my column here. Okay. It's showing here. So by showing my column here, when I will go to the 3D elevation, here you can see that the level of the columns is showing. It is from the ground floor and it's up to the roof level. Okay. So you have already placed the one of the columns, go to the ground floor. Same of this column, you can place a many such type of columns as much time what you want. Okay, so you can also edit the property of this column by doing the same what we have already done for the and what we have already learned for the door and columns. ठीक है, so एक बार आपने column place किया, आप इसकी properties जैसी चाहे वैसी change कर सकते हैं. आप multiple columns भी place कर सकते हैं doing the same thing. और ठीक है, so मैंने एक column place किया. If I want to dimension the cross section of this, ठीक है, so you can see this is, oh my god, overlapping this to this. Okay, so it is nothing but 305 mm. और आप इस साइड भी शो कर सकते हैं, it is 457 mm. Suppose if you don't want this type or section of the column, if you want to change the dimension of column, just click the columns, go to the properties. Okay, so from here the details of the columns is given. If you don't want to copy, go to the edit type. In the edit type, you can edit the dimensions of the columns from here, but don't change the actual dimension of the given elements. First, duplicate this material. For the duplicate, you have to give the name of the column. So I am giving the name of column like 300 cross 400. This is the dimension of my column, and I want to rename it as a concrete column. तो मैंने इन्हें ये नया नाम दे दिया. बाय डूइंग दिस द फैमिली तो वही है, कॉन्क्रीट रेक्टेंगुलर कॉलम, बस उसमें उसने एक नया एलिमेंट ले लिया, दैट इज अ 300 400 कॉन्क्रीट कॉलम. नाम चेंज करने के बाद आप इसकी डायमेंशनिंग इफ यू वांट टू चेंज, सो जस्ट चेंज इज 300 and this is 400, like 400. Okay, then assembly code, whatever the details is giving here, or by putting the dimension I can ठीक है. So you can see the preview also. This is the your image of elements you have selected. So यहाँ से आप कोई से भी view इसका देख सकते हैं. So finally this is the 3D view. I have selected all the dimension of this concrete. I am just clicking the OK button. ठीक है. So doing this, तुम्हारा आपने जो elements change किया था, आपने जो element decide किया था, वो according to your size and your design, it's already constructed and all the details are given here. Okay. So this all the structural जो parameters है like river cover कितना होना चाहिए, this all the things are given here. अभी हम इसके बारे में study नहीं कर रहे हैं, अभी हम सिर्फ placing के बारे में study कर रहे हैं. So I have just placed one of the columns. So same type of this you can place as many as column if you want to place here. Okay, दूसरी चीज आपने देखी कि जब आप properties में जा रहे थे columns को select करके, तो यहाँ पे आपके पास जितने कॉलम्स, फर्स्ट कॉन्क्रीट रेक्टेंगुलर कॉलम जो ऑलरेडी गिवन था डिफरेंट डायमेंशंस का 300 क्रॉस 400 कॉन्क्रीट कॉलम जो ऑलरेडी अभी आपने बनाया. उसके बाद डब्ल्यू शेप कॉलम्स की बात, अगर आप इफ यू वांट टू प्लेस दिस डब्ल्यू शेप ऑफ कॉलम्स, यू हैव टू जस्ट क्लिक हियर, select this column. Okay, I'm selecting this. That's not showing. ओके ओके, एक्चुअली मैंने पहले ही इसे सेलेक्ट कर दिया था, किसने से रिप्लेस कर दिया. नो, आई डोंट वांट टू रिप्लेस इट. मुझे कॉलम्स ऑलरेडी चाहिए बट आई जस्ट वांट टू एड द मोर कॉलम्स. ओके, सो गो टू द स्ट्रक्चर ribbon, go this column icon. From there I am choosing this W shape column and click on this 200 mm ना, ठीक, इतने पास नहीं देना मुझे, यहाँ देना 400 पे. So here you can place the column whatever the position if you want you can place here. So I just click here, so यहाँ पे placed हो गया, but I don't want, so just remove it. I just okay, जब भी आप इस कॉलम को सेलेक्ट करेंगे, and why it's not giving them options, ठीक है. So you can see that you are already placed this column here, ठीक है. अब you don't want to place this concrete column also and this W shape columns also. You want some other columns. So just go to the structure, go to the column, and before going to this properties menu, go to the load family. In the load family, US Imperial, here you can find structural columns. Okay, it's given here. Click is there. Concrete column, light gauge steel, precast concrete, steel or wood. Which type of columns you prefer? Just click here. C channel column, L angle column, M section column, round bus column, square bus column, what you want to place there. Just click here, choose the size of the columns, click OK. Okay, so C channel is already, and we can place in this option bar you can edit the different. Okay, suppose I am choosing this rotate after placement. What is happening? I will select. Okay, then after placing you can give the angle for the placement of this channel. Okay, so you can see that after placing, if your rotate after placement is on, by rotating your cursor you can give the directions also. Suppose I want to use the 30 direction, so by the clicking the cursor you can give, or using your this what this thing keyboards you can also give the angles. Okay, so like that you can place display type of columns where you want to place. Okay, so it's clear that how can we place columns, how can we create this such type of column. Okay, so it's good. So just I want to place only this type of rectangular concrete column. Okay, so click your column, go to the copy menu, choose the multiple icon, just check that, then specify the point. Okay, start placing. So oh my god, it's overwriting, no? That's why it's showing like. Okay, okay. Again I have to choose icon, go to the copy menu, then click this, specify the line, Copy, choose the multiple, specify the point, and I'm placing this manner all the elements one by one. Okay. So here we are going to be a placing like that. So मैंने क्या किया है स्क्वायर पैटर्न पे आपकी अरे यार मैं स्पेसिफाइड पॉइंट यहाँ पहले बेस पॉइंट लेना है क्लिक कॉपी बेस पॉइंट पहले सेलेक्ट करो फिर आपसे जितना चाहिए जहाँ चाहिए प्लेस करो okay so now you have already created this type of columns here if you want to edit the properties of column what you want you can add or edit the properties you can add the edit material also everything is given in this properties bar just clicking by the concrete go to the properties bar all the things are given and if you don't want it like that here structure materials this if you want to change anything in the material go to the material finishes structure material is written here click this ribbon to pop up the one off window using the material related to the material okay so from here you can change the materials of the concrete I have already described everything about this material browser too okay so from here you can type the name which you want to change like concrete now so I have written related to the concrete all the things will be visible to you you can change or edit the property of your all the concretes or all the materials related to your column okay. From here appearance physical appearance graphical view identity everything you can change and edit from this part okay so now I have generated already the columns if you want to change the dimensions or if you want to change the levels also just click any type of columns go to the properties menu here the base level is showing offset is showing top offset is showing everything is showing so you can edit the levels of your concrete columns from this properties bar also okay so I think we all learn how can we place, how can we edit and modify the this type of ओके एक चीज मैंने आप सबको नहीं बताई कभी भी आप किसी भी टूल्स में जाते हो सपोज मैंने जैसे अभी कॉन्क्रीट को चूज किया है और मुझे यहाँ से बाहर जाए तो आइदर यू कैन क्लिक द एस्केप बटन और यू कैन अगेन क्लिक टू दिस modify button by clicking the modify button or the escape button from your this keyboard you can exit that tool okay ठीक है and right last thing to select any column go to the right click and एक्चुअली मुझे आपको विजिबिलिटी दिखानी थी that's why no, not the option ठीक है सो आपने जो भी आपके पास कॉलम्स दिख रहे हैं वो आपने सेम तरीके के कॉलम्स प्लेस किए हैं आप किसी भी कॉलम्स की प्रॉपर्टी में जाके चेंज करेंगे तो क्योंकि वो सारे एक जैसे हैं तो वो एक दूसरे की प्रॉपर्टीज को अफेक्ट करेगा सपोज कि हमने बहुत से अलग अलग साइज के अलग अलग प्रॉपर्टीज के कॉलम सेलेक्ट किए हैं लाइक अगेन आई एम पुटिंग द सम टाइम ऑफ लाइक आई एम पुटिंग दिस आई सेक्शन ऑफ डब्ल्यू शेप कॉलम्स हियर ठीक है सो आई एम choosing this one click here and I am placing here and here suppose मैंने इन्हें भी प्लेस कर दिया एंड आई वांट कि सिर्फ वन टाइप की प्रॉपर्टीज मुझे एक बार में सेलेक्ट हो So for that आप क्या करना, here the things are showing you different. जैसे आपको यहाँ पे स्क्वायर कॉलम या रेक्टेंगुलर कॉलम जिसको बोलते हैं वो क्लियरली विजिबल है, और ये आई शेप कॉलम भी क्लियरली विजिबल है. अगर मैं इनमें से किसी भी नहीं, मैं जो आपको बताना चाह रही हूँ, अगेन मैं आपको एक कॉलम प्लेस करके बताती हूँ. अभी हम फिर से गए, हमने 10x33 का कॉलम सेट किया था, अभी हम 10x49 का कॉलम सेट कर देते हैं. ओके, मैं यहाँ पे प्लीज यहाँ पे सपोज, एंड आई डोंट नो कि कौन से साइज का कॉलम्स है, मुझे सिर्फ उसका जो आउटर है, जो टॉप व्यू है, दैट आई कैन सी, बट आई डोंट नो द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ द कॉलम, सो आई कैन नॉट मॉडिफाई द I can't means distinguish between the different types of columns. Okay, so just click on any type of column. Okay, then right click here. By clicking the right click, there is an option of select all. Select all. Where is option? हाँ, this select all instances. जैसे आपने visible in view में किया, जो आपके पास लेवल्स ओपन है, वहाँ पे उस सिमिलर आइटम्स जो भी होंगे वो एक साथ सेलेक्ट हो जाएंगे. ठीक है, so this is the way you can just check which type of columns or which type of similar elements if you want to select, then you can go to the this way also. Okay, so by doing this we have already created the columns, so it's up to today that how can we create and how can we edit the columns in the different types of level. Okay guys, so this is for today, and please note the assignment for this class. Make a plan for the 12 meter cross 15 meter. ठीक है, एंड 12x15 मीटर के डायमेंशंस में आपको 2 रूम क्रिएट करनी है, और उसके सारे कनेक्शंस पे आपको कॉलम्स प्रोवाइड करने हैं. ओके, सो जस्ट नोट डाउन द कॉलम साइज. कॉलम साइज शुड बी 300 cross 200 and the material should be concrete. Okay, I'm repeating once again. You have to create 12 meter cross 15 meter का plan banana hai. Then you have to make 2 rooms there, and the all the interconnection joint point you have to make the square columns of dimension 200 cross 300. Okay, okay, thank you, till then, goodbye.